This part of North Carolina, just outside Laurel Springs in the Blue Ridge Mountains, is perfect for growing Christmas trees. The hills aren't too high, it's not too cold or too hot. So the trees come out just the right shade of green, with the perfect taper to their shape. That's why the White House Christmas tree, the winner of the ultimate beauty pageant for trees, has come from this area 3 out of the last 4 years. That includes the 2005 White House tree, a 22-year-old 18-foot Fraser fir from this place, Smokey Holler Tree Farm. But climate isn't everything. It takes labor, and lots of it, to bring those trees to your home. And as in so many parts of agriculture in this country, getting American workers is a challenge. So more and more, Santa's helpers are coming from places like Guanajuato and Puebla in Mexico. Here's Smokey Holler owner Earl describing the last day he ever tried to rely on American workers.
At 7:45, the day we wanted them here, out of the 48 people that we had signed up, 8 people showed up. And we were in trouble.
This is where Earl deserves a lot of credit. Instead of turning to undocumented labor, which is as plentiful in North Carolina as anywhere else, he found a legal solution, the H-2A guest worker program. It's a federal program that allows recruiters to get workers directly from Mexico. They're given free housing, and the workers make a good wage, almost $9 an hour for unskilled labor. Best of all for both sides, they work their 10 months and then go home, instead of trying to make permanent, if illegal, lives here. But for all of that, it can also be a rigid system, as this worker from the Mexican state of Puebla told me.
Bueno, pues es que tiene sus ventajas y sus desventajas, porque venimos ya con el trabajo seguro y una seguridad como seguro que traemos. Pero igual hay veces que nos tocan con poco trabajo, no hay mucho rendimiento de trabajo.
Ay.
Acá con este patrón sí, son 2 meses que no hay mucho trabajo, pero la mayoría sí.
Y cuando no hay trabajo no pagan tanto también, ¿sí?
No, pues nos da 25 a 30 horas cuando no hay trabajo.
It's not much easier on the employer side of the ledger. The red tape can be pretty thick, so Deal has to use an agency, which keeps its own hefty cut, to make all his arrangements.
I have a PhD in economics, and I don't understand all the rules and the regulations and that are involved in this thing. It is too complicated for the average businessman to understand, and that may be another reason that we see the program not floundering, but not being utilized as much.
Deal stays in, though, because he has to.
If we did not have these fellows, we would be out of business.
The guest workers, for their part, aren't above joking about their status.
Aquí estamos como esclavos, dile. Porque los de aquí no quieren trabajar. Todavía sí nos quieren correr. No, pues no. Están malos.
Maurino came from central Mexico to support his 4 kids. He hates the cold and gets bored by the slow summer months, but he's come back 7 years in a row to Smokey Holler. This time, when he goes back, he's got a special present for his kids in Mexico, an American-style Christmas tree.
Yo creo sí vamos a hacer la lucha de llevarles un árbol para México.
Oh, ¿sí?
Sí.
¿Cómo le logra con un camión, no?
A veces hay alguien que lleva su camioneta para allá y pues ahí lo echamos arriba.
Ay, qué bien. So what if it turns out that Santa's elves actually come from Guanajuato? At least they get to take a little bit of cheer back home with them when the season's over. For Time.com, this is Nathan Thornburgh.